Okay. So what did we discuss the last class?
Roles.
Role hierarchy. We discussed it, right? Did I explain the definition of the role and what are the properties of role? Role hierarchy definition.
Yes, ma'am. You did.
Okay, it is done, right? So where we can see the all the roles? Where can we see all the role information?
Setup.
That is
And
at
roles.
profile level, like license.
Where can we see the roles?
Role object.
Go to setup and search for roles.
We have a object called user roles, right? So inside this, all the role or information will be stored. In case if user want to go ahead and search it, you have to go to the setup and search for roles. You can see all the information of the roles in there. So let's take a scenario that we are going to create a role. Okay, did we create a role last time?
No, ma'am.
So let's go to the roles. Okay, so this is what we have, CEO. Okay, that's it. Okay, so let's take the example. I need a role hierarchy, which is a CEO, and inside that I need CFO, and we need COO, and I need CTO. So this is the structure which I need in my organization, because these are the roles which are playing. These are the roles which are available in my organization. So I need to implement this one. So scenario is we have to implement this role hierarchy inside my organization. Inside my organization. Now, as soon as you click on a roles, you will see this is what we will see. Okay, but here you have to expand it. As soon as you click on a expand, you will see CFO, COO, SVP, SVP, SVP. Okay, so half of the role which is suitable for my organization. Whatever the SVP is there, those I do not need. I can delete it. How can I delete the existing one? I can click on the delete. So basically, whenever you are organized, for example, if there is any existing role that is given by the Salesforce, if it suits for your organization, you can keep it. In case if it does not suit complete hierarchy, you can delete the complete hierarchy. There is no issue with that. You can create freshly new hierarchy, role hierarchy as per the company organization, as per the organization. Okay, so right now we have a CEO, CFO, COO. Now I wanted to create another role inside CEO, which is the CTO. Can you go on mute if you are not speaking? So we have to use the CTO. CTO we need, because we have 3 subordinates inside the CEO who is reporting to the CEO. So let's go ahead and save this. CTO, the role reports to the CEO, right? So what is the access that he is going to get it? Users in this role can edit all the opportunities associated with accounts that they own, regarding the whom owns the opportunity. See here what it is giving. I'll tell you, I'll come to this point later. Okay, now I have created the CTO, and one more role I needed inside the CTO, which is VP. So I'm going to go ahead and create the VP. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and see the roles. CTO, and then we have to click on expand, then we'll see the VP. Perfect. This is the structure that we needed. right? This is the structure we need. CEO, CFO, CTO, and VP. Inside that, we need a VP. Right? This is the structure we needed. Now let's go and see who are the users that are there in my organization. Where can I apply? Where can I apply these roles to those users? So let's go ahead and see first who all are there. So we have a manager user, development user, testing user, 3 are there. So let's create one more user, which is a customer user. Customer user. So cuser@gmail.com. Perfect. So we need, what is the license? Platform license, SIT platform. Let's click on a save. This is already there. .7 dev. Okay. So right now I have all 5 users. So what I'll do is VP, I'll use the testing user. We have a testing user here. So I'll assign the testing user to VP role. And then CTO, I'll assign the development user. And then we have customer user that we created. And then we have a manager user. So 4 users which we have created it. COO, I'll give it to the admin person. Whoever is the org owner is there, that admin will be the CEO. So this is what we are going to do it right now. So when we go to the user level, so on the starting stage, we will not see any role to anybody. We will not see anybody here. So this is going to tell who is the user, how it is connected to the role. Now, first thing is the system admin. System admin, I'll edit it. Then I'll give the role to this person, CEO. Let's click on a save. Now CEO is done. Let's go to the CFO. Manager user. Now let's go to the manager user. Let's assign the role for this person, CFO. Now there is another way. For example, right now we have a 1 user, so we are assigning the roles to 1 user. For example, I have a multiple users who are connected to the same role. What is the connection between the role to user? What is the connection between the role to user?
One role can have many users, so 1 to many.
1 to many. So back to user to role?
1 to 1.
1 to 1. So for example, 1 role is assigned to the many users. In that case, what we can do is simply come to the roles tab. Inside the roles tab, we have something called assign. For every role, we have a option called assign. So right now we have a COO. Okay. Inside the CEO, we can see that there are 3 users are there. Customer user, right? 3 users are there. Now, if I want, I can assign 3 of them. If I want, I can assign 3 of them to the COO. So this is how multiple users can be assigned to the role. So that is the easiest way. Now here, COO is only applicable customer user as per our requirement. So I'll assign that. Let's say. Now COO is done. Next CTO. Now as soon as I click on a CTO assignment, I will not see the customer user because customer user is already allocated for the role. So basically it will show the users who are not allocated for the role. This option is to show the users which are not allocated for the role. So right now CTO is development user. So I'll move on development user. Let's click on save. Next one, we have a VP. Let's assign. As soon as I click on this, I'll see only 1 user because rest other users are already, roles is already applied there. Role is already applied there. Now we have all the users are applied to the, what are the custom users that we have created? Those custom users has, the roles are assigned to them. the roles are assigned to them for the custom users. What are the custom users? We have created it. Perfect. Now, what will happen is, now this is the users we have. So this is the user we have. Now let's assume the development user. This is the development user, CTO, whose the role is CTO. So development user will go ahead and create a record. He will create a record. Assume that this person is creating the account record. Whenever this person creates the account record, what should happen ideally as per the role hierarchy? The record should be visible to the CTO, the owner of the record. Whoever is creating the record, that person should be able to see the record. That person should be able to see the record, as well as this person, whomever it reports to, whoever is the superior for this person, that person should be able to see. Now, rest of these users, subordinates, and whoever is reporting to him, they should not be able to see. This is the requirement. The requirement is CTO will be creating the account and only the manager can see, manager of the CTO can see the record. Other employees or other users or other subordinates or whoever is reporting to this person should not be able to see the records that is created by CTO. That is a requirement. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll log in as a CTO development user. So we have a development user, click on login. Now I logged in as a development user. Now click on a new account. So role hierarchy. I'm creating a record role hierarchy for the test account. And I'll give some number here, C4000057, and type equal to prospect, rating equal to hot, and that's all. So let's click on a save. Now my account record is created. Who is created this account record? This account record is created by the CTO. CTO created the account record. Now, I did not log in as this person. Okay, so this person is created, the development user is created the account record. I'll log out this. The first thing, CEO should be able to see. CEO should be able to see. In our case, CEO is admin. So definitely this person anyway able to see. So let's leave that person for now. Let me log in as a COO, who is the subordinates, customer user. So let's log in as this person. Let's go to the accounts. Let's click on all accounts. The person is able to see all the accounts along with a role hierarchy. What happened right now? Right now is this person is able to see. This person is able to see. Now let me log in as a test user, who is the VP. Let's log in, test user. Click on accounts. Click on all accounts. Now this person is able to also see, and all the members are able to edit the record. Whatever is created by CTO, this person is able to see, this person is able to see. Everybody is able to see the record. But this is not our expectation. This is not our expectation. Our expectations, our requirement is The other person should not be seeing it. That is my requirement. But right now what is happening? Others are able to see the record. All the members or all the users inside the organization, everybody is able to see the record. And they are able to edit the record. And they are able to edit the record. They are able to edit the record, which is not our requirement. So this is not the right way to implement. Now, what is the additional setup in order to restrict this? In order to restrict this, what is the additional setup that we have to do?
You have to use permission set and assign it to the user.
Permission set. If you create a permission set, if I have 100 subordinates, all the subordinates, it should be applied to the permission set.
Yeah.
Right? So how to restrict that? Now that is my not requirement, how to restrict. For that one, Salesforce has given the functionality which is called as a OWD. OWD is tightly bound with role hierarchy. OWD is tightly bound with role hierarchy. Why? I'll tell you that. Whenever we create a role, what is it is saying that whenever we create a role, this is the OWD access it is going to check. OWD access it is going to check. Okay. So what is the OWD here? OWD is nothing but org-wide, organization-wide default. OWD is nothing but organization-wide defaults. Organization-wide defaults. Now, OWD is specific to the object. OWD is specific to the object. A role hierarchy is specific to the user. Role hierarchy is specific to the user. Now, OWD is specific to the object level. It doesn't talk to the user. OWD setting doesn't talk to the user. It talks to the object level access. It talks to the object. So what is the OWD? Basically, which will indicate the default level access. The default level access is decided by the OWD. Default level of access is decided by the OWD. Right? So what does that mean exactly? So basically, we have a OWD. OWD is at object level. OWD is at object level. Now, when we have at the object level, right? So this is the structure. Now we have this one. Okay. So this is we know. This is we know. Whatever we have created this one we know. Now at the object level, like we have an account, we have a contact, we have an opportunity, lead, case, and custom object, position, candidate, everything will be available. These are custom object as well as the standard objects. These are custom object as well as the standard object. And OWD is available for each and every object. For each and every object. OWD is not common for all the object. No, it is not common for all the object. For individual object, there is a specific OWD setting will be there. For account, there is a specific OWD setting. For contact, there is a specific OWD setting. For opportunity, there is a specific OWD setting. For lead, there is a specific OWD setting. And for every individual object, we have a separate OWD setting. Now, when this person is created the record, what happened? The others are able to see the record. Now, when this person is trying to open the record that is created by the development user, what will happen before it touches to the record? Before it touches to the record, first it will go to the OWD setting. First, it will go to the OWD setting. What is the OWD setting? Based on that, whether this person, then it will jump to the account record. How the connection is happening when this COO is logged in, when this customer user is logged in. Whenever this person is logged in, first the connection, the Salesforce is going to verify what is the OWD setting. What is the OWD setting it has? And then it will, in between, we have a role here. In between, we have a role. What is the OWD setting? And based on the OWD setting, go to the role. Okay, if it is a role is, whatever the role is there, based on this, check the account. Now, how this settings is there? Because that settings are there at the, whenever we create a VP, whenever we create a role, okay, whenever we create a role, it is going to check the access level of the records. It is going to define the access level of the records. Below is the list of users assigned to the role. Click edit, modify the name, click assign. Now here, let's go to the roles. This doesn't say anything. Now let's go to the VP. Now here, opportunity access and the case access. How these opportunity access and case access are coming? It is depending on the account, because account opportunity and account cases has the connection. So users in this role can edit all the opportunities that are associated with the account. Users in this role can edit all the opportunities associated with this account that they own. This is fine, that they own. Whatever the record is created by them, they should be able to see all the opportunities. And regardless of who owns the opportunity, it doesn't matter who created the opportunity, this person should be able to see the record. Why? That's how the OWD setting says. Regardless of the who owns the opportunity means, that's how the OWD setting says that, okay, this is available for all the users. Whoever is created in the org, doesn't matter, everybody should be able to see all the records. Now, same thing for the case access. Users in this role can edit all cases associated with accounts that they own. This is the first criteria. Whatever the account it has that they have created, if they have any cases inside that account, they should be able to see because they have created. But second criteria also we have, regardless of who owns the access. Regardless of who owns the access, it doesn't matter. So basically it is saying that you will be able to see all the records of all the members, whoever is created, it doesn't matter, I'll be able to see all the records. It doesn't matter, all the records I'll be able to see. So if CFO is access the account, OWD is some level of access, it is there by default, so it should be able to see the record. When this person comes here, it will check OWD default access is there. So that means everybody should be able to see the record. Then this person will go and see the record. This is how what is happening right now. This is how what is happening right now. Now let's go ahead and understand definition of the OWD setting. OWD is basically the organization-wide default. Organization-wide defaults. Organization-wide defaults are used to indicate the level of access. Who is going to decide this level of access of the record? Level of access of the record inside the organization. Inside the organization. What is the OWD definition? OWD is nothing but organization-wide defaults are used to indicate the level of access of the record inside the organization, or level of access to the object. Object inside the organization. So basically, OWD describes which record should be visible to whom. which record should be visible to whom in the organization. Now, if another person is creating the record, whether the subordinate should be able to see that record or not, the visible of the whom should be seeing the record is decided by the OWD. Now, there is a by default, Salesforce is going to give default options. Salesforce is going to, by default, it will give everybody open up. As soon as the org is created, by default, Salesforce will give access to the open access. It will not restrict. The basic level is not restricted by others. So it will open up all the records, all the objects to everybody. Now it's it's a developer or admin decision who should be seeing the record. Based on that, we have to set up the OWD. Now Salesforce provides the various OWD settings or OWD options. We have a various OWD options. Private is one option. Public read only. Public read only. Public read write. Public read write. Next one is public read write transfer. Public read write transfer. Then we have a public full access. And then we have a no access, use, view only, and controlled by parent. Controlled by parent. Apart from this, we have another one, hide and access. Hide and access. So how can we access the OWD? Usually when we say OWD, people start searching here OWD. They will not find here OWD. And then second thing is they search OWD definition is organization-wide default. So they start searching here organization-wide. So and simply they will go to the organization-wide address. But this is not the one right place to come here to see the OWD setting. Where can we see the OWD setting? OWD setting can be seen in the sharing setting. Inside the sharing setting, we have a organization-wide default. Organization-wide defaults. Organization-wide defaults. Hide details and add events. Okay. So here we will be able to see all the information here. What is happening here? We can see all the objects. We have all the objects here. Lead, account, contact, assert, opportunity, along with the custom object, hiring manager, patient, everybody. We can able to see all the records here. And every individual object has their own OWD setting. Lead has a public read write transfer. Account has a public read write. Right? Everybody has their own setting. Their own setting is available. So we cannot see that sorry. So we can see everybody has their own settings are available for the OWD. So, but calendar has a different thing, which is a hide details and add events. And the calendar is also having few more options, which is called as a show details. Hide details. Show details and add events. Show details and add events. So these are the 13 options which is provided by the Salesforce. Now all these options are applicable to all the objects. No, it is not applicable to all the objects. Now whatever you see, last 4, hide details and add events, show details, hide details, show details and add events. These all options are applicable to only calendar object. This is only for the calendar object. This is only for calendar object. These options are something new, which is available only for the calendar. And we cannot see these options for other objects. Any of the standard object or custom object apart from the calendar object, we will not see these options for anybody, OWD option. Now coming to the other options like private, public, and public read only, and public read write. These options will be applicable to all custom objects and standard objects, all the standard objects and custom objects. But except the price book option, price book object, as well as the calendar object, except for price book and calendar objects. And if there are any object which is having the master detail relationship, if there is any child object which has a master detail relationship, we can not see these options. Also, we cannot see these options for the master detail relationship. We cannot see these private, public, read only, public, read write. We cannot see for the price book. We cannot see for the calendar. We cannot see for the master detail relationship. But apart from that, all the standard objects and custom objects should be able to see the records. Now, next thing, we have a public read write transfer. Public read write transfer is, this is applicable only for lead and case object. Lead and case object. Lead and case object has the additional option, which is say public and case, because they can only the transfer. Lead can be transferred and case can be transferred. Now coming to the public full access. Public full access option is applicable only to the campaign. Applicable only for campaign. Then we have a no use, no access, user view only. These options are applicable only for price book. price book will not be able to see other options. And next one, we have a controlled by parent. Controlled by parent is, this is applicable only for child objects. Only for child objects which are associated with master detail relationship. Whoever is having the master detail relationship, they should be able to see, they should be able to see this controlled by parent. Right? Now, what is the public full access? What is the transfer? What is the no access? User view only, we will see tomorrow. But these are the options which are basically these options. There are 13 options are available in the OWD, but all the option does not apply to the everybody. All the objects does not have all of these options. Only few options are applicable to few objects and few option is available to few objects. And what is the navigation? Navigation is, we have to go to the sharing settings and here we can see different things. All the objects, what are the objects are there in my system or in my organization? Everything I can see here. Everything I can see here. Now here object default internal access and external access. What does this mean? Internal access and external access is nothing but internal access is nothing but inside this organization, whoever the users are there. Basically, all the users within this organization should be applicable this access. Whatever the default internal access is there, that access is applicable to all the users inside the organization. When I say external access is nothing but basically for community or for interfaces or external access. So those we are going to, these access will be applicable. External access is applicable for communities, interfaces, and any external system or external access which we are giving on. For them, these access are applicable. Now, grant access using the hierarchy. For standard objects, Salesforce is going to take care of. For custom objects, we have to take care of it. For standard objects, Salesforce is going to take care. These are not editable for the standard objects. For the custom objects, it is editable. We can uncheck and do that. So what it is doing basically, grant access using the hierarchy. So using the hierarchy, you go ahead and give the access to this object, right? So we will see that tomorrow. Interview questions. Did I give the interview questions on the role?
No, ma'am.
What is role hierarchy? Why do we use it? What is the navigation? For role hierarchy. What are the different ways that we can apply? Different ways to apply role to the user. What is OWD? What are the different options we have in OWD? Why do we use OWD? What is the differences between the OWD and role? What is a navigation to reach OWD settings? What is default internal access? What is default external access? Assignment. Create a same structure. Have it here one more SVP. Let's say that user one. Inside this SVP, this is the structure. Okay, create a role, CEO and CFO, COO, CTO, SVP, VP, and assign for everybody. Create a users for all of them in your org and assign the roles for all the users. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions before I log off?
No. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, then. Yeah, thank you.